Good evening to one and all, and welcome to this AICT IST approved online 1 week short term training program on tools and techniques for efficient and effective teaching learning. I am Shrikant Akate going to deliver the session on virtual lab for digital electronics. So, in this, basically, we are going to see how we can design our digital circuit and also how we can simulate that circuit using the software. So let's move towards the screen and we start with the process of installation and detail about the software tool.
Now we will see how we can install this Logisim on our system. So the very first you need to go at google.com and just search Logisim. So you will get the very first link, that is Logisim download. So from that you can easily download the Logisim software. So just see on what platform you are going to use this software, either Windows, Mac or Linux. So according to that you can download it. Okay, after downloading you will get some icon on your system like this, Logisim Windows 2.7.1.exe. You have to just double click it and you will get the interface like this. So this is the interface for Logisim. So this dotted portion is nothing but the canvas where you can draw your circuit design. On the left hand side you will find all required components for our circuit designing. Just like for wiring, pin is there, probe is there, tunnel is there, then bit extender is there, and gates, NOT gate, buffer, AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, all types of gates are available, even if odd parity, even parity, control inverter. Then next portion is plexer. So in this you will find multiplexer, demultiplexer, decoder. So in this way you will find all required components for designing our circuit. The above you will find hand tool. So hand tool is for simulation, which will change your input and according to that you will observe the output. So when you click it, so your circuit is in simulation mode. The arrow is what? Arrow is to select and alter the components on your canvas area. So text tool is to give the label to all the components whatever we draw on this canvas. So this is the input pin. So it will require to give the input to the circuit, and this is output pin. It will require to observe the output at the output side of the circuit, and these are the quick buttons. One is a NOT gate, AND gate and OR gate. So let's try the first simple circuit, that is XOR operation. So for XOR operation what we need? We need 2 AND gate, 2 NOT gate and 1 OR gate. Okay, so let me start with the circuit. So to put any AND, NOT or OR, we have to just click it and place it on our canvas. So by default it will give the 5 inputs you will find here in property window. So from there you can change it to 2 because we only need 2 inputs for simulation. So now that 5 inputs are changed to 2. So next is again I required 1 AND gate. So I just place it over here and change again the input to 2. And next is OR gate. So I place OR gate here. It will also having by default 5 inputs, so we have to make it to 2. Then how we can connect this? We have to just drag the mouse and give the input. It will show red because it will not having any input. So when we apply the input, so it will turn into green. That will show you your connection will be correct. Similarly, we give the output of this AND to this OR. Okay, so now we require 2 NOT gate. So from this we add it over here. One is for this one and one is for this one. Now let us take 2 inputs. One is here and one is here, and one output. Okay, so it will show you blue because it will not connected to any output of the system. So we connect it. Now it will show E, that is error, because we don't apply any input to the circuit till now. So let's connect this one. Now it will turn into green, so your connection will be proper. Okay, see. Now for remaining this, one is applied to here, and this one is applied to this one. Now this is how our circuit is designed in this Logisim. So now let's verify by clicking this arrow button and changing the output. Okay, so when I applied 1 0, so it will give 1. When I applied 0 1, it will give 1. But how it actually simulate, that is shown by these green lines. Okay, so you can easily understand which gate and OR is in current simulation process or currently in execution process. When I applied this both 1, so it will give 0. So this is how we design the circuit in Logisim and verify the output by giving inputs. So if you want to analyze the circuit, so just go to analyze project and analyze circuit. So here he will find the expression for output X. So this one is the expression output, that is A bar B plus A B bar. Okay, so if you want to see the truth table, so just click on the truth table, table. So you will find A B as an input and X is output. So when 0 0 0 0 1 and 1 0 will be 1 and 1 1 is 0. So that we verified just now by clicking the input values on this circuit. So here expression is generated, and suppose you want the K-map for this particular expressions, so you will find in minimize. In same window you find in minimize. So this is the sum of product, and if you want to see the product of sums, so here product of sum is visible. So this is all about the simulation of logic design in Logisim with the simple XOR operation. Now next we try to simulate the half adder using the same platform Logisim. So for half adder we directly use this XOR gate from this left hand side components. It will show the 5 inputs, so we will change it into 2. Then we required one AND gate, so we will take AND gate and place it over here. Change the input to 2. Now we make the connection. So how we can make the connection? First we need 2 inputs. Okay, and 1 output. Sorry, 2 outputs, because it is a half adder. So we required sum as well as carry. So let's connect it by just dragging the mouse towards the input button as well as the input pin of XOR and AND gate. So we connect. How to connect the overlap wires? You just need to draw and connect it. It will automatically get connected to particular point. So here also we just draw it. So here is half adder circuit will be ready. So for a while we give the label to all this input and output. So for this, say it as a and this one say it as a B. You can also label this particular components or buttons from this property window. You will find here the label. So in that also you will give the label. So it will automatically labeled by particular letter. So we do it for this output. So here we want a sum. So we give the sum, and here we want carry. So we will give C. Okay, so this is the circuit of half adder that will be ready. Now we can simulate this and see whether the output is right or not. So when 0 0, but obvious your sum and carry is set to 0. But when we apply a as a 0 and b as a 1 and b as a 0, so it will give sum 1 and carry 0. The same when we apply a as a 0 and b as a 1, so your sum is 1 and carry is 0. But when we apply this both, your sum is 0 and carry is set to 1. So this is how your half adder will work. Again we go to project, analyze circuit, and it will give the error computing as it having the labels. So this is the truth table for your half adder. So when your input is 0 1 and 1 0, then only your sum is 1, and when your input A and B is 1 1, so your carry will set to 1 and sum is set to 0. So here you will find the expression again, and if you want table for this, so you will find a table. This is sum of product and product of sum. Okay, so this is how your half adder circuit will simulate using this Logisim software. Now we can see how we can make a full adder using two half adders. So previously I explained you how your half adder will simulate using this Logisim. So let me design first the half adder quickly, then we will see how it will be simulated. So I need exclusive OR, that is XOR. So one XOR, then I change this input to 2, then I need one AND gate, so I will take it AND gate. Then first we design the half adder quickly. So half adder we require 2 inputs, so we take this 2 inputs, we connect it quickly. So this is how we can connect. Then for this AND gate, we again change this input to 2 and connect it to this inputs. Then so this is what about the half adder. So here we get sum and here we get the carry out. So for this, how we can make this as a full adder? So we just repeat it by using another XOR and AND gate. So we change the input number of input to 2. So for this also we change it to 2 and connect it. So first we connect this output to this XOR, and this one is we get it as a carry out. Okay, so here we will get the sum, so that's why we take the output pin, so where we get the sum of this full adder. Okay, so for this what we need extra input, that is carry in. So we take this as here and connect this one to this XOR. Okay, so this is the C in, that is carry in. This is the A, B and carry in. So output from this is connected to OR gate. So we required one OR gate to combine the output of both these half adders. So here we will get we change input to the 2. Okay, so AND gate, how we can connect? One is to here, that is C in, and one is the output of this XOR, and this one is connected to here. So how we can connect? So we directly give the output of this AND gate to XOR OR gate, and this to OR gate. So here we will get the output as a carry out. Okay, so let's see how we can simulate this. So click on this hand icon as I previously told you. So whenever we want to simulate any circuit, so we have to click on this hand icon, and we directly go to project and analyze our circuit. So here you will get the particular output expression for X, okay, and this is for Y. So because we have this sum and this carry out, so this one is a truth table. So whenever your inputs are like this, so according to that you will get the X and Y as output. Suppose all three signals, that is A, B, C, are 0, so you will get the 0, 0. But when C is your 1, so you will get the sum 1. See? So when I click on this C in as a 1, so your A and B are 0 and C in is 1, so you will get the sum as a 1, that is X. So we don't label it. So if you want to label it, so you can label it by using either text or the property windows from here. So when your C is 1, so you will get the X as a 1. So now we check for the Y. So for this we have to take the input A as a 0, B and C as a 1, 1. So I just click over here. So you will get the carry out is 1 and sum is 0. So this is how we can implement the full adder in our Logisim software. Now next I am going to demonstrate the example of binary to decimal. So let's say I just remove it. So I hope you understand how we can simulate the full adder. So you can easily simulate any circuit that you design in this Logisim. So let me show you the truth table for this 7 segment decoder and how it works. So this is basically having 4 input lines, and output lines are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Why? Because we have the 7 segment display like this. So this is your A, B, C, D, E, F, and this one is nothing but G. So for that we required this 4 input and 7 output lines. So what we do, instead of creating the circuit diagram, we first develop or create a truth table, and from that truth table we will see how this Logisim can create or build a circuit on its canvas. Okay, so for that just go to simulate Windows and combinational analysis. So here you will see the same window that previously we had seen in our all examples. So what we need? So we need 4 input because we want to convert binary to decimal. So let's take A, then B, C, D. So these are 4 inputs. So for output we take A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So these are the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 outputs. So by this we will get the truth table like this. Okay, so now what is the function of this 7 segment display? So it will automatically set or reset the segment according to the input. So all of you know, when we have all input as a 0, so it will nothing to set up. So when it will be 1, so we have this 7 segment display like this. Okay, so these are the nothing but output A, B, C, D, E, F and G, and this is the pin diagram. So we see it later how we can connect all the output of particular circuit to this input 7 segment display. Okay, so A is what? So it will be set or reset. So when we want 0, so only your G is not set. Okay, so we make it as a 0 and all other are as a 1. So you have to just click on this output, so you can easily change the values. Okay, so let's build the diagram or truth table from this particular 7 segment decoder table. So for 0, what we need? Only G is 0. So we make G as a 0. For 1, so for 1 means we have to set this B and C as a 1 and all other are 0. So what we do? We set it as 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. So if you follow this truth table properly, this one, so you will get the output according to the input. Otherwise, whatever the values you set as a output side, so that only will display. Okay, suppose I make this one as 0 and this one as a 1. So when you give this input as a 0, 0, 0, 1, so it will display C and D. That is nothing but no obvious output. So we have to follow this truth table for 7 segment decoder, and according to that we have to build up the truth table here also. So I make it as a 0 again and this one as a 1. So B and C will show you 1. So next is 2. So for 2 you will see here, for 2 what we want? A, B, D, E and G. So all these signals are as a 1 and others are 0. Means your C and A, B, C, D, E, F. C and F are 0. All other signals are 1. So we first make it C as a 0 and F as a 0 and all other as a 1. Okay. So similarly, we build this particular truth table according to this. So now for 3, so for 3 we need this E and F as a 0, all other are 1. Okay. For 4 we need B, C, F, G. Okay. So for 4 we set A as a 0, B as a 1, C as a 1, D is 0, E is 0, F1 and G1. For 5 we set B and E as a 0, C, B and E, and all other are 1. For 6 just we have to set this B as a 0, all other are as a 1. Okay. For 7 A, B, C, all other are 0. For 8 all we have to set as a 1. And for 9 we just have to give E as a 0, all other are 1. Okay, so remaining, for this remaining we have to don't change any input or the values, so let it be as a XX, so that is nothing, output and input is there. Okay, so after this what we do, we just see the expression. So here is your expression for A, this one is for B, this one is for C, this one is for D, this one is for E, and for other outputs. So if you want a K map for this, so for every output you will get sum of product or product of sum. Okay, so after this we just click on this build circuit. So it will ask the name. Okay, so we will give it as a binary to decimal. Okay, so see, according to the truth table it will develop the circuit. This circuit has 4 input signals as well as 7 output signals. Okay, so you can directly do the connection with this 7 segment display from here itself. Otherwise what we do, we convert the whole circuit into particular IC. So how we can convert that? Double click on this main window and just drag this one to your canvas and place it. So it is nothing but the circuit that we built but converted into small IC. Okay, so you will see here 1 input, 2 input, 3 input and 4 input. So A, B, C, D, and these are the 7 outputs. Okay, so next is what? We take 7 segment display to see our output. So as you know, so this one is the pin diagram. So we have to connect all these outputs according to this pin diagram. The very first, what I do, I take 4 inputs. Okay, 1. You can copy it by Ctrl C and Ctrl V is for paste. Okay, so let's be connected to the particular A and A, B, C, D. This is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. So here we will find the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so according to this pin diagram we have to connect all the inputs. So we will find here A, B. So this one is connected to A. So we connect it as a A. So when you connect the particular segment to output of this circuit, so you will see the blow of particular segment. So when I connect this A to the input pin of A of this 7 segment, so if your connection is alright, so it will glow the red segment. Okay, so this is B. So how we can connect B? So we just go here. Okay, so now from here we connect it to B. See, the segment B is enabled now. So similarly we can do other connections also according to this pin diagram. So we have this C, D, E. So this one is C. See, your C segment will glow. This one is D. So now your D will enabled. For E, so this one is E. We just move from here. Okay, so in the same fashion we all do the connections. Now this one is G and this one is F. So this one is G. Okay, now F. So okay, so this connection is not correct because it show the pin F and this one is G. E, F, G. So I connect this one to F. So let me delete this one. So for deleting, just select the connection and press the delete button. F. See, this one is F. Now it will be correct, and this one is your nothing but the G. So why this G is not visible or enabled? Because we have all input as a 0, so it will show the 0. Now what we want, we just click on this simulate button. So this will be the circuit in your simulation phase. So let's we check either our circuit is correct or not. So I just give it 1. So you will see the output as 1. Then 2. So this one is 2. So the green lines will show you how your IC will work and get the display according to input. Then 3. This one is 3. So 5. Okay. You make it as a. This one is a 4. 5. 6. 7. Then if you want 8, just change the value. 8, and for 9 this one. So this is how your 7 segment display, or what we called as a binary to decimal conversion simulation, will done in this Logisim software. So hope you understood this particular the process. So in previous 3 examples we saw how we can create a truth table and expressions according to the circuit diagram that we draw on canvas. But in this example we first develop the truth table, and according to the truth table we build a circuit. And how we can implement a circuit, even if you can also use this 7 segment directly to this diagram. So here are special outputs A, B, C, D, E, F. So when you take this 7 segment display, so we have to connect this like this. Okay, so this is B. So either or, for the simplicity, I just convert this whole logic diagram into IC, and then I connect all the outputs according to the pin diagram that will show here. So hope you understood this binary to decimal conversion. So you can implement any of logic or any of conversion by using this Logisim. So you can simulate by using all these functions.
So this is from my side about virtual lab for digital electronics. Hope you like this session and understood simulation tool. Thanks to all participants for attending this session. Have a great day.